Boom and good morning. Welcome to the September 18th edition of Morning Mindset. It's Monday morning. First up, I got to make sure that you can see me and can hear me. We're having some issues on mic and audio. So the audio went to a different place, but I think I got at least where the mic can be heard. I can be heard and I can be seen. So we got to check that in first. Morning Mindset. The other thing I need from you is who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, and what the weather is like in your area. It was chilly this morning. It was like 48 degrees taking the kids to school this morning, and that was rough. But the sun is out, so it's supposed to get nice today. So we have that going on. It is Monday, and I've got a sparkling kiwi guava Celsius. That's what we got rolling this morning. Not too bad, I'm just trying to swap things up a little. How are you? How was your weekend? We'll talk all about that, once we get all the introductions out of the way. But the other thing that I need from you, 5 things. What are 5 things? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that you are going to accomplish today? Man, it's going to be a nice week. Just business wise, the week is already full. Looking at what we have going on, and then add into the fact of throw some birthdays, throw in some days where I have no shipping or receiving here, so that's gonna help out with that, and Mr. Mom time. But what are 5 things you're going to accomplish today? Today we've got shirts that need to be pressed. I've got a couple thousand stickers that need printed out and delivered. I've got invoicing that needs done. I am behind on invoicing and I need to get paid. I looked at the account over the weekend and was like, whoa, why is it like this? And that's because I haven't invoiced out stuff that I should have invoiced out even before ordering stuff in. But timeline crunch, we're making it work with that. I've got quotes that need to get done. And then the other one, I got web store that I had a couple things to add, but scheduling post. I just noticed that a bunch of posts that I typically have scheduled in different places are not scheduled to post. So I need to go through and figure out what happened there. So that's our stuff. Shirts, invoicing, stickers, quotes, web store, social media posting. That's what we got going on today. So let me know, how are your things going? How was your weekend? So we'll check in, and then, you can tell me about your weekend there. Darren, good morning to you, sir. And Darren's on duty today. So he's got 56 and sunny, 5 things. Call SNS about returns. Call Hottronics. Uh-oh. What about Hottronics? Message you about the signs. Uh-oh. I don't like message me about signs. I got to send you the tracking info on that because I think they was one out on there Friday. So crossing fingers. We'll see how that goes. What's up, Chuck? Good morning to you. T-Town, good morning. 54 there in Toledo, where he's got the Monster Hydro as his drink of choice this morning. And Barb, good morning to you from north central Minnesota, where it's 52, headed to low 70s for today, and where she's got water in the cup. T-Town's tinning a full car now. They have probably over 300 things to embroider for this week. Way to go. Probably spill over to next week. Awesome. Great job there. And then softball practice later tonight. Crazy busy. I hear you, man. We have Krista's 21st birthday today, which is a Monday, and she started back at the school today too. So we're like, we're originally talking, we're like, okay, we'll take her out to breakfast after I'm done with this. And then we realized, no, she's got to work at the school from 9 to 11, I think is what she's working there. And then 11 to 1. So she'll be at the school 9 to 1 today. So we said, well, we could do a late lunch, but that kind of throws it into the mix too, because by the time she gets home from that, it's 1:30. We have less than an hour to get to wherever and back to get the kids. So it's going to be a dinner thing is where it ended up being to celebrate her 21st birthday. Kind of sort of did that yesterday. We took everybody out to breakfast yesterday morning, and maybe she partook in a few drinks during the football watching, and maybe she had to take a little nap. I don't know. I'm not saying anything, but they did go out at midnight last night and hit up the bar and have a shot and a drink, and I think they were back home by 12:30. So we've got that to celebrate. Rest of the week, man, we've got Tuesday with Todd tomorrow. We're going to talk fundraising ideas, and somebody brought up an interesting topic, and I think that's going to be next Tuesday with Todd. Working with your co-opetition, how to outsource things for other people. So what you do well. Maybe work together on some stuff. So I think that's going to be next Tuesday. So we've got that Tuesday with Todd tomorrow night. Wednesday, we've got school is out early. We have got the Bobcat Dash. So we'll be at the school most of the morning. So we'll do we'll do this. I'll get stuff set to print. We'll go to the school. We'll help out for that fundraising effort. Then we're supposed to paint the playground more Wednesday afternoon. Then Wednesday evening, we have soccer. And Thursday morning, Corey leaves. Corey and Krista are headed out to Nashville to celebrate her birthday. So there'll be no help here Thursday, Friday. And then Thursday, we've got regular school, PTO, swimming on Thursday night. And then Friday is soccer on Friday night. So it's going to be a long week. Throw everything else in there. I'm excited. I think when we're busy, makes the week go by faster. And I don't think I mind it nearly as much, but we've got that. Barb's 5 things. She's got review work orders, production schedule, DTF, embroider caps, and source out Pellon stabilizer. It's Pellon that stabilizer for a t-shirt quilt. Very nice. And hi, Sandy. Big hugs. I'm guessing this is Sandy, maybe, or is it Sandy to somebody else? I don't know because it says it there, but I'm going to go with Sandy. If it's Sandy Dino Sandy, then I think that's who it is. Jerry, good morning to you. And yep, Renee, I did. That's why I continued on, because I seen Renee's pop up as well. And Kara with Crazy Critter Crafters, located in Branson, where it is a beautiful 67. We weren't too far from there. Actually, I thought we were close to what we were, and then we realized that we weren't. It was a different direction just last weekend, so it was a good time over in that area. And Jerry from Mid-Ohio, where it's 55. Tea in the cup. Just finished yummy cereal. What kind of cereal do you have? Renee, good morning and greetings, everyone. 56 on the way to 75 in Chicagoland. Water in the bottle, coffee in the cup. Very, very nice. Jerry's 5 things. Embroider order, invoice 2 orders, quote cup order, update Equid store, and placed order for shirts. Love that. Let's see. And let's see what we got here. Brian, good morning to you. 50 degrees, sunny, 5 things, decals, embroidery, laser tumblers, design, print positives. Not a bad day for you. And happy birthday to Krista. Was that a bowling alley for the birthday shot? Actually, it was a pool hall. So it was a pool hall is where it was. I did think, yeah, that's where they went. The leisure time. Pool hall is where they ended up at. It was a bowling alley. I don't even think that the bar in the bowling alley is its own separate place. I don't even think they were open last night, but leisure time is open. And look, there's Kara over here. There it is. See, now we can see it. Getting prep for 2 big events. Complete some prints. Go to the doctor. Well, that sounds like fun. And hello to you, Jerry. And did I get my hair did? Where it is? Yeah, I did. But that was like, I quit coloring it. I just cut it now. I got that right before we headed down to the Misfit Makers last week. So got hair did, got toes did. So yeah, it was all there. And good morning from Washington. Very, very nice. So this weekend, we had a busy weekend. We were trying to get, Friday, we have soccer on Wednesdays and Fridays, which soccer practice on Fridays just is not good. Like there shouldn't be there shouldn't be practice Friday nights before a game on Saturday. It just doesn't make sense. You got to get the field time to recoup from a week of practice. So regardless, soccer practice Friday night. That's when we were reminded that we had a double header on Saturday. Awesome. Well, we had it planned to be at the school on Saturday to install new playground equipment and to paint the blacktop. Well, then storms came through. So we were kind of, I think it was up at like 4 when the storms come and seeing how everything was going to play out. Were we going to be able to do this? Because we didn't have a rain day picked. We were able to manage and push through everything and get the playground stuff installed. So that was a plus. There's only one minor screw up, but we were able to get that fixed. You're able to get a lot of the blacktop done, but we were there at 8:30, and we didn't leave until it was a little after 2, and that's only because we had to be at another event at 3 where we were presenting a check to one of our local places that we did a shirt fundraiser for. So they made $315. We went ahead and cut them a check for it and dropped some stuff off, and that was a good time there. Maybe picked up another order, but that was into Saturday, and then it was by the time we got back, it was a long, tiring day. And then yesterday morning, get up early, take the kids to break, early for kids, but get to breakfast by 9, and then it was kind of relax with the family, and then get depressed watching football because that's just the way it is. If you're a Bears fan, we're used to this. So overall, great day of football. I did get some work done on the side, so I kind of try to take Sunday completely off. It doesn't always work that way, but I was able to get some in there. But good day of football. We had good times with friends. We had I got my food, I got my wings in, and then I'm trying to plan for next weekend. So it was a busy weekend, and then knowing what we had this week, it became crazy. It's becoming crazy with it. And Diva Creative, good morning. I'm drinking a caramel protein shake. Right, it's 5 things. Update all social media. That's going to equal 5, right? Well, it could. For me, I got to update one place and then it'll put it out everywhere. So, I mean, 1 to 5 works out pretty well there. And that's the thing, scheduling that. I went through and I noticed that one of my things wasn't connected to my account and I couldn't figure out what was going on with it. And that's what I got to figure out this morning. So that way, when I'm posting stuff, I'm making sure that it's posting in all places. We had some goals that we needed to hit. And we're close to them. I'm not sure if we'll hit them for this month, but we're seeing what works, what doesn't work, so we can do that. Like I said, we have a goal on the Facebook side of things to bring in 500 in revenue from just the creator fund on Facebook, and then we can put those back into ads on Facebook. So pretty much everything we make off of Facebook, we're going to put back into ads. Same thing on YouTube. Anything we make off those, we're just going to put back in ads because that's basically free ad spend. So we're getting close to the numbers that we want to get to, but we got to keep going with it. We had a couple days last week where it seemed like, what's going on? You started the day with 0 orders, and then at least by the end of the day, orders came in. But I'm used to waking up in the morning and a couple orders came in overnight, and then be able to build off that and go from it. Last week we had a lot of projects that we bid out, so I'm assuming this week is when we're going to start hearing back on those. Hey, yep, we're doing this. Hey, we're not doing that. Hey, can we change this? Can we do that? So we can get some stuff bid and out there, because that's the name of the game, right? We got to constantly stay out there in front of people and keep things coming in. And there's days where it seems like it's a 0 day for us. It's like, we didn't, the cash register did not ring. No invoices were paid. No invoices were submitted. Anything like that. But we did a lot of quotes, and then the next day, it's 57 orders come in, and it's just, we need to get more consistent with it. And the only way that happens is, I've got to take more control over making sure that we're posting more. That way people can see what we're doing. It comes back to the old, anytime something is becoming trendy, why does it become trendy? It's because you see it more, you hear it more, you watch it more. So we need to be putting out more content. We need to put out more of our affiliate links. We need to put out more, of our pictures, more of our reels, more of all of that. So that's something that I am working on, to put a big thing on there for it. Oh, and back to Saturday. So we had soccer doubleheader. So Corey had to go do that while we still did the playground. And then there was a mess at the second soccer game, and it was just a long day all the way around. But man, it was a weekend. It was like I was glad to get back to normalcy today, to be able to work. And sometimes do you get like that too, where it's like, I can't wait to get back to work, so that way there's some sense of normalcy with it. Let's see. In T-Town, had a busy Saturday window tinting. Had a fire watch Michigan game on the garage. Very nice. Sunday we had softball for my daughter. Decided she wanted to try and play with her arm not hurting. That's a good thing if her arm isn't hurting anymore. Pretty good. Did set out the second game in the field. Hey, man, you just got to, when you're battling through pain in that, I'm dealing with some shoulder issues here, and I know exactly where it's from. It's sitting here at my desk, as I've got monitors here and here. I've got the normal thing that I use is more over to the right. I need to move that here so I'm not constantly doing a twisting motion with it, because that's what I found on Friday by changing up motions, that it definitely didn't hurt. And now, just for being in here for the last 3 hours this morning so far, I can feel it already starting, so we're trying to get it there. Let's see. Just getting back. Good to have you back there. And Jerry said, question, where do you order promo pins? I have so many options. Well, Jerry, it depends. Are you looking for blanks? Are you looking for pins for yourself? Or are you looking pins to resell? And we're talking ink pins, right? Is that what we're talking? The other thing, too, is what... if we're looking to resell them, How are we imprinting them? Are they going to be, a single color, multicolor, engraved? What are they? And then styles of pens. There's so many options out there. So narrow it down, and we'll see if we can narrow it down. And Carousel loving those cups in the back. Yeah. So that is from right about. Let's see if I can make that work. So from here that way, it's all Corey's cup making thing. So she's got the 25 Turner here, has cups going on that. She's trying to get stuff out, or she is going to. She's not trying. She is going to get stuff out before they leave on Thursday. So there's that with it. But yeah, that's what she's got rocking and rolling there. But the Dino's 25 tumbler Turner is there. I think there's another another two Turner from Dino's up there. I can see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 one from Dino's. I can see 2 single ones from Dino's within range. Yeah, she's got stuff on all of them, right? Yeah, it's a great thing over there. Thank you for the Creative Fabrica link. I went down Design Rabbit Hole and downloaded a bunch of things. So much fun. Yes, Creative Fabrica is a blast. And that's another thing. I need to be posting that link more, right? It costs nobody to click on our affiliate links. It doesn't cost you anything extra. And we get a little piece of the pie. And by a little piece of the pie, I mean, like on some of those Creative Fabrica things would make like 3 cents. But hey, 3 cents adds up. So we need to definitely put it out there. Pens with the business name already on them. Your business name, or are you looking to resell for somebody else? Because there's a few different ways to go with it. Pen City is a friend of ours, Darren. They do laser ones, so that's where I would look at for that. Imprinting ones, it really depends. The ones that we like are from Koozie Group. I really like these pens, and that's where it's from. Easy Does It with gel right on, and there it is, and that's from kooziegroup.com. So you can check those out, and that's where for that. If you're looking where you want to resell in that, get with Jen. She handles all of our promo side of things, and she will be able to get you what you need, because there's literally thousands of options to choose from, and it can be very overwhelming. So Jen is a great source for that. In fact, I'm going to put that in here. Make post, tag Jen, promo pens. That way she can help you with that. So I'll make sure to do that. Yep, to give them away. One color imprint and maybe a stylus pen black ink. Perfect. I'll create a post. I will tag Jen in it, and then she will be able to assist you on that. It should be pretty simple either. Yep. And because Jen's not in here, I'm going to put it. I'll make a post and I'll tag her in the Business Basics group, so that way everybody can enjoy the fruits of Jen's labor, and it'll be pretty nice. So, like I said, we've got a day. Just looking at it, I know it can be overwhelming, and that's why we do our list of 5. Like I've got 3/4 of a page of stuff here that needs to get done this week. And, that's why I was going through it. And here's my list of 5 things I have to get done today, just because looking at timeline. If we don't get that shirt order done and out, they need that by 5 o'clock. It was a rush job. So that'll be simple. We've got, it looks like a 75 shirt order that is scheduled for tomorrow on the books. We've got a 100 shirt order that's scheduled for Wednesday on the books, and that way I wanted one each day just to get those done. They'll take an hour each, but it's just here, schedule that. Now if we can move those up, but I know Thursday, Friday, there's no real production when it comes to shirts being done, any of this, anything, any ordering I can take care of, but Corey usually handles all of the production side of things, so get that done and out before she's here. Just like, going through decals, there's stuff that needs to be printed out. There's quotes that I need to get back on. And that's things that getting those done today will lead to work down here. Getting those quotes for decals out, getting quotes for flags out, getting quotes for banners out, getting all those out today. If those quotes all go out, they will all go out. But if they get turned into invoices and paid, then that just creates more work for the rest of the week, which we love. So that's why that's imperative to do that. The stickers, that was another 3,000 piece order, so that's getting done. That, in fact, just finished up right before we went live here. So now those can all get broke down, so we can go deliver those to the client this morning. And then web store, we had some communications that we wanted to get figured out on that. So we've got stuff to rock and roll, man. It's a great day. And how are you? Like, at the end of the day, how are you? How are you feeling? How are you feeling in your business? Are you comfortable where things are? Are you excited? Are you depressed? Are you, what are you? Either, I'm not going to lie. If you follow my page at for any amount of time, you've seen the ups and downs. You've seen the days where, I'm like, this is it. I'm done. Do I want to just give up and say I'm going to go work for somebody else? And then I realized there's no way I could do that. When I can make as much in a day that I can make in a week somewhere else, it just doesn't make sense to me. It allows us the free time to do what we want when we want. Like this week. Hey, Wednesday, we're not going to have much in the office because we are going to be at the school. And that's why getting this other stuff planned and out in there, it allows us to do that. It allows us that free time to be at the school as much as we want. It allows us to go help friends at other events. It allows us to travel to see, other shows, to learn new things. I don't know if I could go work for somebody else and, say, hey, I need easily 6 weeks vacation starting off easily. Just because of the events that we travel to show wise, I need that much time off. Now let's talk about our regular travel thing. Yeah, so I need 2 months off. So I think I just need to move to Europe because they get 3 months off a year. So maybe that's what I just need to do. Move to Europe. Well, thanks, Jerry. You rock as well. And T-Town said, I'm a little bit overwhelmed sometimes, especially around 2 businesses that really do pretty well by myself. Yeah. And that's especially when you're doing more than one thing. Like for us, when we look at it, we've got the 2 sides of business. We've got the retail side of it, and then we've got the wholesale side of it. And we're trying to split those more because we run into issues. Somebody's asking for something, and then it's like, oh, you have this, and they have no clue what we're talking about. And then we realize that it's a retail order. So that's why we're trying to split our things up. Getting our automation in place for, on the DTF side of things. So when the DTF order comes in, it comes in, and as long as they select print as is, it goes right into our print queue. So we don't have to do anything. It goes right into print queue, and it'll print from there. Setting up some of that other stuff, that's just how it needs to work out, to make it more streamlined, to make it easier, to make it more profitable. And at the end of the day, profit is not a dirty word. I don't care what anybody says. If you're not making money, then why are you doing this? If you're making less than minimum wage, then why are you doing this? Love and passion can only go so far, right? I love what I do. I'm passionate by what I do, but if it's not paying the bills, I can't call up my power company and be like, yo, so people love what I do, and I just need a couple more months of not paying you. And I know this is going to plan out. They're going to be like, no, dude, pay your bill. So that's what you got to do. You got to do what needs to get done in order to take care of things that need taken care of. And it can be overwhelming at times where, what do? You get to that point of, do I need to hire somebody? Do I need to sub some work out? Do I not need to do this anymore? That's the important part of knowing your numbers. Your numbers are going to tell you what you should do and not do. There's things that I love doing, but I'm not profitable at doing them. Slates are a big one where I just don't do enough of them to become profitable. I'd say for every 5 slates that we do, I would probably, at least one of them, something comes up bad in it. So when you factor in the cost of that, they're just not profitable for me to do. So we don't offer them. There's a lot of things like that where it's like, I love doing it, but because we're not consistent with it, and I don't have where it's at, a less than, 3% shrinkage on it, just doesn't make sense to do. There's other things where, people are wanting discounts, or people are wanting, to tell you this is what you need to charge for. Listen, that stuff isn't paying my bills. When I let a customer say, hey, I saw this ad and it was for $4 shirts, and they, for 100 of them, and that's what I want. I'm like, well, order from them and you'll get it in, 2 to 3 months from now. It's just not realistic. We can get there on pricing, but here's how it's going to work that same way. So, we need to, set those boundaries. Here's how it's going to work, and this is what we're going to do. Love what I do. I love this part of it has become more and more what I'm loving to do. The education side of it, the teaching side of it, I guess education and teaching. I love going to other friends' education, learning as much as I can from them. I love when friends send me things, give me books, to allow me to expand my knowledge base and learn more things, so then I can in turn help others there. I can 100% tell you, if you have a heat press, I can get you to 100,000 in sales. Now, depending on what your numbers are, I mean, that could be, anywhere from 30,000 to $60,000, in profit in your pocket. Just depends on what you're doing. How can I say I did that? Because that's what we did. We went from nothing and we grew it, and now this is our full-time business that supports us. So you can do that. It allowed it, you just need to know what you want to do, how you want to do it, and then we can help you get there with it. And it is overwhelming, but if being a business owner was easy, everybody would do it. Darren says, that's how I feel about a callback at the station. Yes, it's 24 hours at a time and half. But who knows what I'd run, or if the business was there, I could make that much in a day and not have the stress of the fire department. I totally get that, man. That's the thing. Like when I was working the 9 to 5, which was really 8 to 4, 7 to 4, I went in, I was there, I went home. That was it. Every once in a while, I'd have to do with it, an after hours call. It was more, dispatching somebody, or there's, they had a question on how to do it or how to build something, but it wasn't that much. When I left work, and for the longest time, when I was managing places, there wasn't that. I would still be on call for things, still doing it. And then, I got a job where that's was, it was 4 10-hour days, go in, work, go home. And I loved it. But at the same time, it was like, I couldn't see myself doing this the rest of my life. Yep. This is my life. This is what I'm doing. I don't know about that. So, I had to switch things up and had to do it, and, fell back into this, and it's been a whirlwind romance since. And there's days where throw it all up in the air and say done. And then everything falls in place. I'm like, okay, now let's get to work. And so you'll have that. Any of these gurus that tell you that, everything is perfect, you just gotta manifest this and everything will be fine, they're lying to you. You gotta put in the work. I can think about something as much, but until I'm actually doing it, it's just not getting done. And that's tough. You can write out the best laid plan, you can do everything, but if you're not taking action, then nothing works. Taking some action is better than taking no action. And you really have to do it. Now, are there steps in place to make that easier? Yes. I don't want you out there. Yeah. Hey, we can sell shirts at, at $3 each at this. No, you can't. If you don't know what your numbers are on that, quit doing it. If you can't tell me right now that, hey, it costs us X amount of dollars to run our business per hour, then stop. Because how are you able to price anything? How are you able to make sure that you're making a profit on stuff and at the end of the day, not lose money, right? That's what you need to do. Is to know, what does it cost me to run my business? What do I need to do? And for us, $125 an hour. What? $125 an hour? I don't make $125 an hour. But when you do what it costs us to run our business, pay all the overhead, pay everything with it, it's $125 an hour. And so when you're producing stuff, that's where that comes in at. When we bid a job and we're like, okay, this job's going to take an hour, we know just to cover overhead that there's $125 in there. If something takes 10 minutes, $2 a minute, there's $20 that's in there. So when, someone's like, you can just do a shirt and it's like $15. Sure. Yeah, I can 100% do that if, everything falls into place and the shirt's like $2 tops. And this is all that it is, because the labor is your biggest expense. So you want to make sure that all that is covered. You want to set a plan in place. Now, the best laid plans, do they always work? Man, no. Like, we've put a lot of plans in place and they've fallen apart. Yeah, we've done a lot of that in, the last 3 years where, like, we're going to try this and see how it works. But we at least tried. I would rather look back and say, yep, I tried that and I failed, than to look back and say, what if I would have tried that? And not everybody is like that. Not everybody is like, we're just going to see what happens. I made, tens of thousands of dollars worth of mistakes, purchasing equipment I should have never purchased, thinking that this was going to work, and then, selling it and be like, yeah, that just, it would have worked, but just not in the scenario that we were using it in. I've been burned by tons of partnerships. I've been burned by, tons of bad supplies. thinking, hey, we're going to give this one a shot, and it just turned out bad. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it, and it seems like every day, you're just pushing through it and pushing through it and pushing through it. Good morning from Northern Michigan. Well, welcome, Northern Michigan. Where you at? What is it? Is it that one, or is it that one? Which one is it? Is it left hand or right hand? Wherever you are in Michigan. T-Town said, have you heard of the self-employed tax guy on YouTube and Instagram? I have not. If you haven't, maybe he's a good one to have a Tuesday show. He is great with taxes. I've had them on a podcast with me. I have not. T-Town, send me the information. That might be a good one to get over to our friends over at Two Regular Guys and have them on a Friday morning show. So yeah, get me that information. We'll see what we can do with it. No tinting side. No tinting side. I'm friends with him. I can set that up if you want. Yes, send me the information and we can do it. Darren said, yeah, like a plasma table. Darren, I wasn't even thinking about your plasma table, but 100%, right? Like here, we're going to do this. And I know there are some things on our business, like if we have it, they will come, right? But there's still, we have to have the plan with that. Okay. Like for us on the DTF side of it, why did we get into DTF? We get asked that a lot. Why did we get into DTF? So we were printing, 2 or 3 rolls, like the rolls of printed HTV per week. We're doing great at it because, there weren't a whole lot of options for low quantity, high color options. Printed HTV is where it was. And we saw back in 2020 that the number was going down. And we really, we're like, okay, what is going on? Well, that's when we started hearing more and seeing more about the DTF transfers and people asking if we were going to get into it. So we purchased, an overpriced converted printer, which a lot of people do. We spent way more money than what we ever should have on that. And then we got it and realized what it was. We're like, well, we can do this. So we found a couple printers and converted them ourselves. And we had 3 of them. Only 2 ever worked at a time because it's a converted printer. That's just how it is. And we cut our teeth on that, learning the system. How does this work? What can we do? How can we make this profitable? How can we scale this? And then, we did that until we were able to get the process down and, make it make sense to be able to get the commercial printer. So that way we were able to offer more and put that in service. And, it's an uphill battle. DTF is not for the faint of heart. There's days where I love it. And there's days where I'm ready to set it on fire and, have Darren come put it out because there's just days like that. You have to know, what you're getting yourself into. We knew from the get-go, but I see so many people that, think, hey, I can spend $3,000 off this printer off Amazon and it is going to change my business. And it can change your business if you know what you're doing, or it can make you hate the business. So, research as much as you can, know what you're getting into. If the majority of the people tell you that something is a bad idea, probably better to listen to them, right? And I know there's stubborn people out there. I'm one of them where I can figure this out and I can get through it. But believe me, DTF is one of those where it is just not a love. It can be a love-hate relationship. I can honestly be with you. Chuck says, am I going to be on with Aaron tonight? I am going to try my best. I've been trying to get with Aaron over the last couple of weeks to get everything finalized. And I actually thought when we had talked that it was this week because I knew we were going to be gone the week before, when we were out of town. So that wasn't going to work. And I thought it was the shoulder week in between. This week, Mr. Mom soccer on that. I'm already out Wednesday night, Thursday night, and Friday night. Tonight with dinner, it depends when we get back from that, but I'm going to do my best to get on with it because it is the 5 keys of marketing. I love that one, and so we can get in there. But I know Thursday, Friday for sure. Since it's just me, I'm out. But Wednesday possibly. But we're going to see. We're going to see what we can do on it. Chuck, yep, I signed up for Aaron's at 7. Aaron's marketing. That's at 7 p.m. tonight. And yep, I'd control the fire for you. I wouldn't take the pleasure of watching it burn from you. Come on, yeah, just hey, don't let everything else burn around it. Let's just watch that burn. And it's electrical fire, so we can't even roast anything on it, right? But sometimes there's nothing wrong with that. I have maybe or maybe not been known to go to the Salvation Army store, Goodwill, whatever one you have in your area, and buy very cheap drinkware dishes and smash them. because you just need sometimes you break stuff. That's why they have those rooms, right? But it is what it is. All right, we've got a lot to do. The only way that can get done is I get off here and get it to get at it. Right? It's not going to get done with me sitting here. Your work, you guys are probably working right now. You got me on in the background. One of the things is I'm trying to figure out how to get everything set up on a podcast so we can get this automatically sent to that, so those can be there. So look in the comments what your favorite podcast platforms are, so we can make sure that we're on those. And when that all goes live, we'll make sure to let you know. This week, Tuesday with Todd. Tomorrow, we're talking fundraising, different ideas that you can give schools and how you can do it. You don't need to offer everything. You don't need to say, hey, well, we can do shirts and we can do cups and we can do stickers and we can do this and we can do that. We're going to talk about you can just focus on a few of those things, get really good at it, and then just offer that. And it can be a one-off thing, and then how to do it. So that's what we're going to talk about tomorrow. Then we got Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We got that. We're already in Monday for morning mindset. So there's that. DTF bundle drop this week? I don't know, because Thursday, like I said, this week is a crazy week. I cannot guarantee that that everything is going to be wonky. So we're going to do our best that we can with that. That's the best answer I can give you. And that's what we got. So we got a busy time in here. Let's see. Excited for the fundraising. Yeah, and Jerry, Jerry, you're doing great with Equid now. I showed you how to set it up, how to roll with it. I think we overwhelm a lot of it, and this is the beginning of any fundraiser is know your numbers, know what their numbers are, and then how you can make it. So we'll talk that tomorrow night. And Gary said, love that. This is exactly what we offset with having a U-Haul rental business where you're ramping up. And the other way to ramp up is you work with partnerships. I'm a fat guy. I don't need to eat the whole pie. One piece does me just fine. But if I get enough pieces of all the pies, I get my own pie. So that's how we're trying to scale and help people scale themselves. Is you don't have to do everything. You just have to have partners that you can make a little bit off of. And it works out well for it. All right. You guys have an amazing day. Like I said, we will be back here. We'll be back here tomorrow night, 5 p.m. Tuesday with Todd. We'll be back here where we can talk fundraising. Otherwise, morning show, we'll be back Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. We're here Monday, Wednesday, Friday for Morning Mindset. You guys have an amazing day. Peace, love, press on. We will see you guys next time.